yet another episode of Sugar and Spice. I'm your host at The Real Ice Queen, and we have another co-host as per usual. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, Sugar, Spice and everything nice. Right? Anyway, my name is Violetta Ngina and I am excited to try this. I hope it's gonna be sugar and spice and everything nice.
Okay, so let's go to the trending tea. Our first global story is about Otile Brown and his endless shenanigans. Yani, what's wrong with this guy? Mara it's Nabayet, his girlfriend, they've broken up, they haven't, he releases a song. Like, what's up with this dude? And all this stuff he's usually doing to just stay afloat.
I love Otile Brown. Moral of the story. I love his music. I honestly do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I listen to Otile Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He's in my playlist.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I just think he can hack everything in life, but love. Wow. To be honest.
But then if he hacks love, if he
can't hack love.
But if he hacks love, then you guys won't have any music. So technically,
We actually can, because when he's in love, he also does good music. When he was in love with Versidic, I don't know if they were in love or it was clout or it was for him to get money to buy his Mercedes Benz. How you doing? He sang Baby Love and it was a nice song. I think anything about love makes him do a good music, whether it's a heartbreak or a really intimate, love situation. It makes him do a good song. But I was really rooting for him and Nabayet. But I just found, I don't know, Otile Brown is just out here playing a lot, you know. And I feel like Nabayet had her shit together, you know. So I just felt like, it might not last because they're on a different wavelength. Don't get me wrong, sometimes good relationships change you and make you want to act right. But immediately I saw Nabayet and what she's into and her job and the kind of woman she is and the type of man I know Otile Brown is, I was like, you're a nice girl, but I'm not so sure about your man, but here we are. They're not together anymore. And now there's a woman who wants to kill herself
because
apparently, I don't know what.
She's apparently pregnant with his baby and said if he doesn't do something about it, it's a wrap.
But which kind of mother talks like that in the first place? Like,
well, Otile, just for context, Otile came out on his Instagram story and said this is false. So just to give him,
he's been doing a lot of his stories lately.
Yeah.
A lot.
Too much.
He's been doing the most. But I don't think there's any sane mother who would threaten the baby daddy by just saying, if you don't come through, I'm gonna kill myself. What kind of mother are you? So at this point, I'm not so sure how much of the woman I'm believing because you don't even sound sane at all. But let's just wait and see. More drama, Otile Brown, I'm ready.
Okay, let's move on to Calligraph Jones. He had this Superman challenge the other day, and he said, you know, rap on it and stuff. At first, it didn't pick up, but it's supposed to pick up. Then he decided, at first he offered 10,000 bob, and then he increased the thing to 30K. Now there was this person called Marcus, who is a rapper, who killed the challenge. Yani, he buried the thing, and Calligraph basically came out to say he's not paying the dude his money. So what's up with Calligraph?
Well, maybe, according to Calligraph, maybe he did not murder the challenge. So he
murdered it because Calligraph ended up posting him on his Instagram.
So I'm just trying to find ways he could excuse himself for not paying, because I saw that story and someone was calling him a con man.
Yeah.
We all know he's not struggling with money that much. Because
so if he isn't struggling,
he's been securing the bag out here, right?
Yeah, so what's 30K?
That's why I'm saying he probably might excuse himself by saying probably he didn't feel like the challenge was good, but still not to his standards. You know,
maybe he's scared.
Or he is just, do you know those people who are like super wealthy, but they're so stingy with even 5 shillings? You know that people like that?
Yeah, sure.
He could be one of them, especially because of the hardships he grew under, like, you know. So maybe I'm just gonna give him 2 reasons. Maybe, no, he feels like, oh my God, I overpromised, and then the stinginess is attacking him like, oh gee. But I don't know. He was performing at Oktoberfest this past Sunday. First, a massive shout out because he did a good job, and he was there. Yes, on the fans. I'm like, his money is almost that 30 G's. Pay the bro. Pay the bro. Yeah, because he was there chopping the money. Yes, Calligraph.
So someone here is clearly part of the cartel. I'm also part of the cartel, by the way.
Actually, yeah. BT was good. She dope.
Let's move on to Vera and Huda. Vera and Huda have never ever gotten along. They've had issues since forever. Vera went to Wasafi FM actually, and gave an interview and said she approached Vera for a business idea, but Vera turned it down. And they've just never gotten along ever since then. Like, it's just not a vibe. What's up with these two? I feel like these are completely two different people in two different lanes, but that's just me. What do you think?
This is how bored I am with that story. First, why are you guys forcing them to get along? They don't have to. I mean, both of them rose to fame kind of through the same ways. So whether you want to talk about it or not, there was some sort of competition between the two of them. Because when one posted something, the other one would try to post the same thing, but in a better way. Whether you want to say it or not, they were competing. So I don't think they need to get along. So don't force it. In fact, when they get along, we won't have drama. So please, just keep beefing. And just keep doing your thing, but both of them are doing well for themselves. Already, Huda was on the cover of Harper's Magazine. I don't know which cover Vera was on, but yeah, it's fine.
True Love, actually.
Did you read it? I haven't.
No, I don't do Vera. I'm Team Huda. Anyway, moving on to international.
Wow.
International.
Are we taking sides? But to be honest, I don't feel like I'm on anyone's team because I don't care for both of them. I honestly don't care. To be honest, I don't. And that's just that. But she's on Team Huda. But oh, let me tell you, but Huda's body, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hashtag gold.
For real, on the real though. Whether you like it or not, her body's everything.
Let's move on to international tea. Teddy Perry just built this really amazing studio called the Teddy Perry Studio, and yeah, it's nice. It's good. We're winning. Black people, we're winning.
It's the biggest studio in Hollywood.
A-listers were there, of course, as per usual. The Oprah Winfrey's of the world.
Start with Beyonce and
Jay-Z.
Wait, when we are talking about who's and who's, let's give it up for the Carters. They were there. Oprah Winfrey was there. Jada Will Smith was there. Everyone was there. Literally, everyone was there. So it's a good move. Even Telemani from Kenya was there. Hi, Tele. Hi.
Of course.
Anyway, that's a very good move. Tyler Perry has worked so hard. I have grown up watching Tyler Perry products, whatever. I remember Daddy's Little Girls. That was one of my favorites. Temptation, and then now the latest series, not the latest, but If Loving You Is Wrong. Oh my gosh, Tyler Perry got me on that one. So I'm so happy to see black men doing it, and I'm so happy to see black people supporting black people.
Hashtag black excellence and all that stuff. So
keep winning.
It's all good.
We're here for all of it. Also call me. I wouldn't mind playing a role in one of your films. Trust me.
Our last international story is Justin and Hailey, who got married again.
Second time.
Again.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the wedding? For me, I felt it was a bit underwhelming. I didn't think it was all that.
And it doesn't have to be all that.
Okay, fine then.
That's the thing.
I'm not attacking
them. You people drive me crazy. You literally drive me crazy when someone does something and because it doesn't kind of fit your expectation or what you was thinking was gonna be, you're just saying I didn't think it was all that. Who said it has to be all that?
True, fair is fair.
Who said? But I'm so happy for Justin Bieber. I feel like he's really grown. I was a Justin Bieber fan when I was in high school. I remember he was all over.
We all were.
And I knew all the songs. Remember, baby, baby, baby. And then now he's this married man, and he's posting all this inspirational posts on Instagram. Like, what happened to Believers? You know, it's still here. But yeah, that's the thing. That wedding didn't have to be all that. All that matters is what they feel for each other, and clearly they both are on another level of in love, and I am here for all of it. So you and your expectations will take them to your husband if you have one. Okay?
Sour. Moving on to the petty rant. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that I think you might be familiar with, clouts and clout chasing. We are in that, Offset and Cardi B said, they'll do anything for clout, anything for clout. That's like the motto of this generation. Do anything and everything to trend. It doesn't matter what you have to do. And you being, a public figure, celebrity.
I do that now. I'm over there. I just thought of a popular face.
You being someone who's well known.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like people are just with you just to chase clout?
Ooh, isn't that a risky question? Because if my people are watching. Well, to be honest, I'm very careful on who's around me, to be honest. Despite the fact that I'm on TV or I'm doing whatnot, I am very and this is just me. That's why it will be almost impossible, almost unheard of for me to come and say I feel like he was just following me because of my clouds.
Yeah.
I feel like I am so specific on who's around me, and it's not even because of now that I do TV. It has always been me from such a long time ago. I have specific friends that I have maintained for such a long time, and those are now my. But you see now, when I go for events, I'll hang out with everyone, So I wouldn't say she was with me because of clouds. There we are all having fun, but like my personal space, there are specific people who belong there. And I just don't play around with that. So for me, no, I don't think right now there's anyone who's around me for clouds, because I don't even allow that to happen. My space is very, very, very barbed wired, like
very sacred.
Very, by the way, it is. It has like few people. I could actually count them with this side.
Do you feel like you'd ever spot someone who's just with you for that reason?
I can. Energy, bro. Energy. And people need to pay attention to that thing. Energy. Are they always just calling you when you're going to these fancy places? Are they always calling for the tickets? Are they always calling because they want an interview? I feel like relationships are more of that.
They're symbiotic. It's mutually
but there's
beneficial.
some which are extremely parasites, and
Yeah. And do you feel like that affects your faith in humanity? Do you see people different?
You know what? I walk around life without expectations from anyone. Please do yourself a favor and stop it. The only person you should expect things from is your mama and your dad. Like, mama was like, you have to do what I want you to do for me, because at the end of the day, you're my parent. You got to do what you got to do for your kid. But you and everyone else, even my boyfriend, I don't walk around expecting anything from you. Even that love. Because they're gonna wake up one day and they don't love you no more.
Do you think clout chasing is sustainable? Like, can I actually live off of clout chasing? Because there are people who do that.
Yeah, I think you can. Only that you have to make sure you have enough people. If you're clout chasing around the same circle, it's gonna dry up. They'll notice at some point. And you need to be smart enough to have a lot of connections that you can clout chase around, so that in case one is kind of dwindling, on to the next one. But if you have enough of them, you're good. You can survive. You can survive.
Do you think it's a bad thing to be a clout chaser?
To be honest, it depends on why you're clout chasing. Why are you doing what you're doing? At the end of the day, the same way saying, oh, she's chasing clouds, you also probably are a gossiper. Doesn't make you a saint just because the way you're sinning is different from the way you think she's sinning. Just because I kill and you steal and she gossips, we are all in the same community of wrong. So, I don't think it's right for people to say that, oh, that guy is a clout chaser. You are a rumor monger. That is exactly what you are. So just because your way of sinning is different from mine doesn't make you a saint. So I'm not the kind of person that would call anyone a clout chaser. I would love to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Okay? If there is something you're trying to get, do you, boo? Let me tell you something. Do what you gotta do to get your breakthrough. Do what you gotta do. Because people are just out here waiting, happy when you fail.
That's true.
So if you're clout chasing and you're going nowhere, trust me, they're gonna be okay with that. It's the same way when I post a nude photo today on Instagram, I'll get over 1,000 comments. But let me open a business, I'll get like 200 comments.
200 comments.
But if I post a nude photo in my bikini, just like this, my DM is gonna be like pa, 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 pa. And then my comments over there and my following is I'm gonna get like 1,000 more followers. But let me just post an invitation to a business that I'm launching, and all you have to do is just buy a ticket worth 1,000 bob. Bro, you're gonna be there with your mom and your dad. And that's just it. So sis, clout chase. Do it. If you know why you're doing it and there's something that you're gonna get out of it, probably I'm following this person because I'm trying to see their ways, what they do over there. And since they won't just let me in there, let me just, pop my ways. But don't be a fool to do it forever and not make something out for yourself. Okay? So you who's out here calling people clout chasers, what are you doing with your life? We're a room of hunger. We are all sinning.
Okay. How much energy do you feel it takes to clout chase? Like, doesn't it get exhausting, mentally
I don't think it
draining at
is.
some point?
I don't think it is.
It's not Nini to be there.
There is nothing you need to do. You just have to they don't do nothing. What do you mean energy? Kuna mtu anafanya mjengo the whole day. What you mean? Like that person who's out here mjengo with Mawe and clout chasing. Do you know what clout chasers do? Like, let me talk about those who are. You just have to dress up, look nice, and attend these things that these people are attending. And then make sure you post a picture with them, and make sure you tag them, so that we know you know them, even if you don't know them. What energy is there? All you need is MBs. Like if someone is out here following Calligraph, I'll assume probably he's trying to be a rapper, and he's trying to find his way into that space.
Yeah.
I will allow it. Because sometimes you have to annoy these people for them to listen to you. If
That's true.
you have to.
That's true. I mean, now I know who Marcus is. I mean,
Yeah.
just because of that.
You have to. You have to. You
Yeah.
have to. No matter how good you are, don't think someone is just gonna notice you are good. Let us all go to that person. No, you have to, both of them. You have to be all over. So, bro, are you clout chasing with a purpose? Go ahead. Do you go? Do you?
Now, in this industry of Kenya, I feel like that's the only way to be successful. Like, you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. I mean, we're kind of living in that space of I have to know Violetta so that I get my connects for TV or for radio.
That's just
Do you think that's true?
I think it's better when you put it, your network is your network.
Facts though, facts.
Facts.
True.
Your network is your network. And that's just that. And it has nothing to do. The problem is people are just no, she knows the CEO. They slept together. That's why no, guys, no. It's not always like that. So you're gonna stay at home, the only person you know is your boyfriend, and then you expect people to notice your work? What the hell are you talking about? Like, you have to get you need to know people, because your network is your network, and that's just it. Look at the people who attended Tyler Perry's studio, whatever, that
Launch.
thing. As in, that room was full of, like, if we put the net worth of all those people who are inside there, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah, who's the richest, she has her own TV, that's her own entire thing. So your network is your network. Who do you know? Just it's so easy. Just look at your phone book. There's so many people you need to get out of that phone book. Actually, there are so many people.
So many people.
And I purposely cleanse my phone book after every half a year. There's so many small, like the Centonomy classes and the too small to business to workshops. No one cares about that, but Conscious is coming to the country. We are all there. First we get there marinated. Not even Conscience has like good people who attend that you can, but we get there first high as hell. And then it's a daggering session. You don't have time to exchange business cards. But none of you is going to go for Centonomy, and you're talking about how you don't know anyone. Where do you want to know anyone from? Where?
Not Conscience concerts, obviously.
Obviously.
Anyway, is there fakeness involved in clout chasing? Like, do I have to be a fake person? Because, okay, I'm just playing nice with Violetta. I'm not really her friend.
No, it doesn't have to be fake. And for me, I take it back to my point. I don't expect anything from anyone. So if you're real around me, that's you. If you're fake, that's also you. So it's pretty much, I'm gonna follow. Let me tell you someone I'd love to follow around. I don't know Caroline Motoko personally. She's not like my friend. I don't even. Yeah, I do have her number. No, not because we are friends, but because I was supposed to call her for the Pauline Cosmetics something. There's a project. That's why I have her number. She's not my friend. But let me tell you something. If I was given an opportunity to follow her around for 2 weeks, gladly I will. She's not my friend. I am the kind of person that will open my mouth however, but around her I'll try to you know, I'll change my mannerisms for a minute.
Stay classy.
Because no, I'm always classy, sis. Always. It's just that when I'm following Caroline Motoko around, I'm just gonna be a bit more just trying to absorb everything that I want to absorb around her. So I'm not gonna be my usual self like all over the place until after a couple of days when we already know each other. And you're not gonna call me fake because I just chose to be a bit more reserved around her. But if that is clout chasing, I would love to do it for Caroline Motoko.
I mean, that's true. I mean, we act different around different people.
Yeah.
If you meet like a CEO somewhere, of course you have to.
They're gonna be different. I'm not even gonna go dressed like this. I'll probably be in a peplum skirt, nice heels, nice top. No, that's not being fake. It's just being appropriate at appropriate times.
Okay, is it a sure ticket to success, like clout chasing?
No, it depends on why you're doing it at the end of the day. Depends on why you're doing it. Everything. Why? What is your why? What's your why? I'm doing this because, if you're doing this because you want to be famous, then you're failed. Yeah, you should never aim at being famous. There's nothing good about being famous.
And you would know because you're famous.
I'm not complaining. I love to be more famous. I love to be recognized globally. Hey, but that was not my aim of doing what I'm doing.
Okay, so what would be your takeaway about this whole thing, clout chasing, basically?
Why are you doing what you do? Why are you following this particular person around? Why do you feel the need of always being around them? And for how long are you planning on doing it? And how long do you think it will take you to achieve that what you want to achieve? It has to be something very, it should not be something that doesn't have a body. It should be definite. Should be definite. I want to be around Caroline Motoko for 1 month because I want to learn how she does her thing. That's all.
Okay, you had it from the queen herself.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Alright, so that has been it for today's episode of Sugar and Spice. My Instagram handle is @TheRealIceQueen, and your Instagram?
VIOLETTA_NGINA. And then catch E-Curve. Wait a minute, what you mean though? Guys, listen, I have this amazing shows, but I'll talk about one because I love it. I have this show called E-Curve, and it's everything. It's Hollywood in Kenya on KTN.
Okay.
It's sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Alright, bye bye. I'll see you guys next week.
Ciao.